that I had this friend who is a manager at MCOR, which is a store where they sell appliances and motorcycles. And how I met him, because I bought a gas stove there and my motorcycle. So then we became friends, and I used to go there and visit him on a regular basis, and at least I had a friend to talk to sometimes. And he got to know my situation, and he felt bad for me, and he'd offered his truck, his delivery truck and driver, to pick up my stuff at Nancy's house and drive me all the way to Maranding, free of charge. The only thing I had to pay for was fuel, which I did. And so the driver came and picked me up, and there was a bit of a scandal there with Nancy, because now she was feeling sorry that she's losing me and I'm gone, and she was flipping out, and she took her machete and hit the top of my gas stove, which was tempered glass, so that exploded and flew everywhere. And she put a big cut into the top of the stove, and threw my suitcase down the stairs. I mean, she was just hysterical, and she completely lost it. I'm glad she didn't hit me with that machete. It probably would have cut my shoulder right off. But anyway, so I was glad to leave there, and that entire BS scandal alone. And 2 hours later, I had landed in Maranding, where I met my new girlfriend, and so we decided to. She had a small room right in the dealership where the showroom was. That's where she was living with her couple of kids. And we decided that that's too small a place, and we needed to find an apartment close by where we could live. So we got driven around by her tricycle friend, and we found an apartment, just a small one bedroom and one living room, which served as kitchen and living room and whatever, for 3,500 a month. So I had to pay him 7,000, because you pay a deposit as well. And we moved in there, and then next day we went to her dealership, and her landlord there apparently had told her that he didn't want my dogs there, period. He didn't even want them in the showroom which she was paying rent for. So I said to her, okay, well, tell him then, fine, we're just gonna find another place, and we're gonna move your dealership from here to there, and then he's gonna have no renter. Which she did, and that same day we kept walking around. We found a house maybe a block down the street, which was a pretty nice house, and had a beautiful yard, which was fenced in with a steel gate, so security was great for the motorcycles. And we moved all of her stuff and my stuff there, and then she went back to my initial landlord and told him that we didn't like the place and we just wanted to move out, and if we could get our money back. And the guy was nice enough. He just charged us for being there a couple of days. I think it was 250 pesos, something like that. And we came and moved our furniture from there to the new house. Yet she kept that money. I said, well, where's the money? She says, well, do you think I could borrow, because this fridge here I was bought on credit and I ran out of money and I'm 3 months behind, and the money collector is here and he wants to get paid for the 3 back months and the new month ahead of time. which was, I think it was about 5,000. So I said, okay, well, it's either you don't make your payments and they come and they repossess it, then we have to go out and spend 20,000 on a new fridge, or we just pay the 5,000 and we get to keep the fridge. Sounds pretty simple to me, not to mention you've made all the payments already. So I gave her the money and she paid that, and then she conveniently forgot to return the balance of the money, which was 2,500. So then a couple days later she comes back to me and she says that her dad didn't have any money and he had to pawn his motorcycle, and he really needs his motorcycle so that he can go back to his field where he's got corn and work the field, and he's got no way of getting there. So if I could lend him 5,000, he'll get it back to me in a week. Well, after a week I really needed the money, and we kept putting pressure on him to get the money, and he finally somehow went and got hold of some money. He only returned 3,000 out of the 5,000. This was months ago, and he still owes me 2,000. So yeah, it's a money grabbing thing over there. Be careful. Don't loan any money to anybody. If you feel compelled to loan to someone, make sure that you get your paperwork right, get a contract signed, and if you need to go to the barangay to get your money back, then it's the only way you're gonna get it back is if you have a contract, because he can always say that no, he never borrowed any money from you, or that he already paid you back. There's no signed papers anywhere, so it's your word against his, so it's not gonna work out. Same with her. When I loaned her the money for the fridge, not only did she grab the fridge or my money, but she also owns the fridge. So I said to her, I said, if you don't give me the money, I'll take the fridge. She says, no, you won't. It's my fridge. You don't have any papers to show anything. Yeah, she told me up front, just like that, easy. So it then turns out that I met another girl online from Pagadian, school teacher. So I thought, wow, I found a good one. She's got a job, fairly decent pay, and she's got a head screwed on her head right, and she owns a house, and on and on. So that story is going to be in the next episode.